Hey everybody, David Steenkamp here. Let's see, video number, I don't know, I think 19 now. I got a lot of stuff going on in the background here. I got like a dishwasher and an air conditioner, and I'm doing like a backup thing, so I apologize for all of that. Alright, moving on. Next thing we have here is the users section. So I'm just going to click on the users section, and the only one that you should see if you've been following along is yourself. So if you named yourself admin, fine. If you name yourself Bob or Jill or whatever, then you're going to see yourself right here. And this all users section is where you can see, obviously, all of the users, and you can edit them. So let's just pretend that we needed to make an edit on me. Okay. So this visual editor item here, disable the visual editor when writing. What that means is when you're doing something in the posts or pages section, I'll show you what that means exactly. So, okay, let's just pretend we're going to do a new post. Maybe I should have done this the other way and started with posts. But anyway, what that means is these two tabs right here, visual and text. This is just, if I put some stuff in here, right? Blah blah blah. It makes it a lot easier if you want to like just bold some stuff and then maybe italicize that, and and that's the visual text editor. They call it a WYSIWYG. What you see is what you get, right? So some people don't like that though, and they, maybe know a little bit of HTML and they want this text tab. So here's what the text tab looks like. It interprets all that stuff like this. So it puts EM around that part that I italicized, because what EM means in HTML is emphasis. So these are the opening and closing tags for emphasizing a certain section of text. And then remember, we made that other part bold, so this is a strong, so that's the tag for bold, is strong, and closing strong around that stuff. So going back, I'm not going to save any of this, obviously. I'm just going to go back to users, all users, and you'll always get a prompt after you make some changes, and you don't press publish, just so that it reminds you that, hey, you did some stuff. You sure you want to leave? Alright, so going back to edit. So that's what the very first part means here, visual editor. So disable it when writing, so that means you'll never see that visual tab if you check that box. But sometimes I like to have it there, so I'm going to leave it. Next part, pretty self-explanatory. You can change your color schemes, and when you click on them, you can see them change like in real time. So I'm quite boring, so I'll probably just leave it as the default. Keyboard shortcuts. So enable keyboard shortcuts for moderation. You can click here to view more information. I don't even do comments like ever on any website, so I don't even worry about that part. Alright, so toolbar. Do you want to see the toolbar when you view the site, or do you not? So for example, oh my gosh, I'm not even in the right website. I'm in my personal backend one. So I'm supposed to be on Yellow Flowers, WP admin. Whoops. You guys are probably watching that being like, what is he doing? So I'm just going to go back to the Yellow Flowers site here. Okay, now what they mean by that admin bar is this bar right here. So since I'm logged in, right, I'm logged in here. Let me just get to this other part. Oh, I actually changed my name to David there. Smarter. Okay. So just going to go back into edit. It should all be the same. Yeah, so that toolbar is this toolbar right here. So if I were to unclick this and then press update profile, then I wouldn't see it anymore. But I like having it there, so I'm going to leave it. Name. This is the one thing that you should remember about creating a new user. You can never change the username, ever. If you need to do that for some weird reason, just delete the user completely. Maybe jot down the information that they had and their role, which is, oh, it's not even here, so weird. I could have swore it was. But yeah, so I would recommend if you need to change the username, just delete them and set them up anew. Alright, so here you can put in first name, last name, nickname if for whatever you want their nickname to be, and how you want them to be displayed publicly, which is probably just going to be this nickname, their email address, which is required, website. So for me, I can put in davidsteenkamp.com. And then you can add a short biography here if you want. Totally up to you. And then this is where you can change their password. So then you can hit update profile. And see, right now when I was in there, I was actually in this subsection of users called your profile because I was modifying myself. So let's go ahead and create a new user. That's what I'll do in this video here. We'll create a new, maybe let's do one for my mom. So I'm going to do username of mom. And mom at nowhere.com. So my mom's name is Debbie Steenkamp. Hopefully she's cool with me doing this. I don't know. She doesn't actually have this URL, but whatever. So then we make a password for her. ABC123 sounds good. Don't ever use the password ABC123. And then if I were really going to create her as a user, I would probably want to, let her know. So I'd click this box so that it sends this new password to her. And then you can give them a role. And I'm going to be describing these different roles in my next video. So subscriber, contributor, it basically goes from least amount of stuff they're allowed to do to greatest amount of stuff they're allowed to do on the website. That's kind of how I look at it. But so then I just click add new user to add her. So there, I'll click it. And there she is right there. Oh, and I got an email. I use Thunderbird, so it just tells me, oh, a new user, a new person registered on your website, even though it was me that made it, so whatever. Alright, so I'm actually going to just delete this. No, I'm going to leave her in there, because I think I could probably use this for my next video. So I'm going to cut this one out, and then next we'll do modifying a user. Or maybe just doing user roles, I'm not sure. One or the other, we'll see. Okay, thanks, and see you in the next video.